Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about some really good teams and what's going to be happening for them. Now before we start, please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new. Now let's get to it. So the first thing we have to talk about is the Colorado Avalanche setting a franchise record for wins in a season at 53 thanks to their big 9-3 win over the Los Angeles Kings last night. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but I will say we already know the Avs are a great team. What I will say is Colorado has 9 games left, and they are still fighting with the Florida Panthers for the President's Trophy. So we could see this team potentially rack up 60+ wins in order to try to obtain that. So one of those wins could come tonight against the New Jersey Devils, as Colorado could win their division tonight with a win in the Sabres beating the Blues in any fashion and the Stars beating the Wild in regulation. And considering the fact that Colorado is 29-4-3 at home and play the Devils, I would say that this is probably a team that's going to be able to get their 30th win at home this year. And for comparison, New Jersey has 26 wins in 73 games played all year. So Colorado quite literally has more wins at home than New Jersey has all season. Now, on the quenching scenarios where tonight 4 teams can quench a playoff spot. Starting off, we're going to go alphabetically. You have the Boston Bruins, who can punch their ticket to the playoffs for the 6th consecutive season if the Bees beat the Senators in any fashion, the Penguins beat the Islanders in any fashion, or if the Bruins lose against the Senators, or they manage to get a point in OT, and the Penguins beat the Islanders in regulation. As for a Canadian team, that being the Calgary Flames, they have a pretty easy way to walk up their postseason berth tonight, because all they have to do is beat the Vegas Golden Knights in any fashion. Easier said than done. Obviously, Vegas is quite literally fighting for their playoff lives, and they are, fighting tooth and nail, but I still think it is doable for this Calgary team who has won 5 in a row. I would expect Vegas to probably win it tonight, but who knows? We'll have to see, and we'll have to see whether or not Calgary gets some points. So moving south back on to the United States and over to Tampa Bay, where the Lightning can lock up a playoff spot for the 5th straight year as they look to repeat. They can guarantee a chance to do so with a win in any fashion, or by getting 1 point against the Anaheim Ducks, and then the Penguins either beating the Islanders in any fashion or the Islanders losing to the Penguins in regulation. I think it's a pretty good chance something like that could happen tonight. I think the Lightning probably will lock up their spot. And now on to the topic of Pittsburgh's playoff hopes. And it is very simple there as well. It seems that all they need to do is get a win against the Islanders tonight in any way, and they are back in the playoffs yet again. So will all these happen tonight? Maybe, possibly not. But again, I think they're all pretty much guaranteed a spot here. I would be surprised. It would be basically impossible. You would need all the other teams to win that are underneath them every game, and then all these teams to lose out. Of course, these teams are going to make it to the playoffs. These are teams you would expect to probably be in the playoffs. Boston, I expected Tampa Bay, I think I expected Pittsburgh. Didn't expect Calgary because I wasn't exactly sure what was happening there, but they have had some up and down years over the course of these past few seasons, but some good teams here. Are your teams going to be able to make the playoffs this year? Why or why not? Let me know down below in the comments. Also, make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and then don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new and want to see more hockey content from me. Everybody stay safe. Have a great night. You love hockey, alright. Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.